Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Yes, I have a bit of dark theme going on my channel right now, and it's really because, if you guys haven't guessed it from the title of this video, I will be reviewing the newest release from ArtistCouture, and it's this little baby right here. It's called the MidnightMaven limited edition eyeshadow palette. Palette is limited edition according to him, so once it's gone forever. We don't know. You know, sometimes some brands would say it's limited edition, but then they would probably bring it back maybe sometime during a particular season, maybe like a holiday package or something, or try to throw it in a holiday package. So I don't know, but for right now, according to what MUADonellaD said, it's a limited edition eyeshadow palette. So if you want to get it, go get your hands on it right now. It contains 8 eyeshadows, and the shadows look like this. They are highly pigmented, they are multi-dimensional, they have these, oh my god, y'all see the finishes on these, right? I don't even know how to begin to tell you guys, but I'm wearing three or four shadows I'm wearing, I can't remember, but this is just one swatch. This one is called Lights Out. I'm wearing that in this look. I'm also wearing After Hours. I'm going to put After Hours right here next to Lights Out. This is what After Hours looks like. And I'm also wearing right here, smack dab in the middle, I'm also wearing Rendezvous. Now these are just one swatch. Look at how pretty these colors are. And if you guys want to see how I created this very simple look using the ArtistCouture MidnightMaven eyeshadow palette, then please stay tuned. We finally get to sit down and film my thoughts on this newest release from ArtistCouture. For those of you who might have been living under a rock, first of all, you guys know ArtistCouture is like my favorite all-time brand when it comes to getting all glowed up. Brand of choice, of course, is ArtistCouture. I love Angel. I love the brand. I love what it stands for. His products are just so glowy and they just draw you in. Like, I absolutely love ArtistCouture. You guys know all of my highlights are from ArtistCouture. Like, I love them. But I am just so glad that they finally released an eyeshadow palette, and I love small, compact eyeshadow palettes like this, which is one of the reasons why I really love NARS's eyeshadow palettes, because I don't really like those huge oversized palettes that have like 30-40 colors. I'm like, look, I'm not gonna get through all of this. Give me something like this. Or it's from Maybelline. You guys know Maybelline has these very small city mini palettes with like six or so colors in them. I can't remember exactly, but those are the type of palettes that I love. I love small, compact eyeshadow palettes where I'm able to indulge in maybe 6 or 8 colors, because I know for sure I'm going to be using it. If not all of them, at least most of them. So this is what the MidnightMaven ArtistCouture limited edition eyeshadow palette looks like. It comes in a box that looks like this, and then you just nicely unbox it and you get this really nice matte black cover, and you can see like different colors. It gives you some sort of like an iridescent type of finish to it, because you can, when you move it around a little bit, you can see like different colors. You can see a little bit of teal, a little bit of that hot pink, which is actually also on the inside of this palette. According to MUADonellaD, when he revealed this palette to us, this palette contains some buttery mattes, it also contains some pigmented metallics, and it also contains some multi-dimensional high pearl finish eyeshadows. Like different, you can get different finishes from this little thing right here. And it's one of those indie brands, but I love ArtistCouture, so anything that MUADonellaD throws out there, I'm grabbing it. I don't care. He could be saying, hey, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm like, look, let me just log on to ArtistCouture real quick. Let me get that. I didn't even know what he said. I'm getting that just by looking at it. I need that in my life. I think I've done way too much talking. Let's just jump straight into these colors. Let's create something that is, I don't even know which color I want to use right now. Like, I'm so drawn to so many of these. I think I want to try these 3 colors right here, like this matte pink right here, this fuchsia shade, and then this one of these metallic finishes right here. First, I applied a bit of my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. This one is in the shade Warm Honey, to my eyelids, and I'm just going to blend that out. Yeah, very nice and blended, and I already have my extra powder on me here to catch any fallout. And let's just get started. Okay, so I'm going to start off with Frisky. Frisky is one of this Frisky is kind of like a very warm shade, and if you guys want to see exactly how Angel, or I should say Matt Daddy, came up with all of these names for these eyeshadows, then you guys have to watch his eyeshadow reveal video. It gives a quick explanation of how he came up with all of the shadow names and why it was called Midnight Maven. But I'm just gonna start off real quick by warming up my crease with Frisky. He said these are just so buttery, and I could see it, like you don't need to actually rub the brush, and all you have to do is just tap it in, and trust me, you are getting some serious color from this. We're using a bit of this to deepen up, or I should say darken up the crease area. This shade Rebel, this reddish brown shade right here, and just like he said, I'm just going to take the brush and just slightly press it in, and then just pack it. Oh wow, look at that. That is some, look at that. That is some serious color right here, boy. He was lying when he said that these are extremely pigmented. He was not lying. Oh my goodness. Ooh. 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 Oh, look at this. Look at my eyeshadow brush. Like this, all of this came from Vixen. Vixen is such a pigmented color. Like, oh, now what I started doing on the other eye was just basically tapping it right here and then just blending it out. Upwards and outwards. I just paused for a cause real quick because I wanted to complete one eye, and then I'm going to do the other one. Now I made a bit of a mistake by applying Vixen all over my lid. I didn't want to do that, so what I had to do, because she's such a soft buttery matte, I actually just took a blending eyeshadow brush and just blend her straight off. So what I'm going to do exactly what I did on this eye. I'm going to actually dip my finger into lights out, and I'm just going to be using this over my entire lid area. Then I'm going to go in once again with my finger again, and I'm going to go into After Hours, which is this is actually one of those metallics. So I'm just going to go right in there, a little swipe, and then I'm just going to go straight over same area where I applied lights out, because I'm creating the same look that I just created on this other eye right here. What I had to do was actually go in with one of my shadow brushes, because you know, of course, I'm not going to reach over into these corners right here. So I had to actually use an eyeshadow brush to reach over into these corners. Then I'm going to take the same blending brush that had Vixen on it, and I'm just going to drag this right over here. Just like that. Pop on a lash, and I actually applied the lash before I applied the color that I used here in the center. So I'm going to do exactly what I did over there. Sometimes I feel like some colors look good after you apply a lash. Like I didn't like it before I applied the lash over on this eye. So I'm just going to skip the non-lighting step, put on the lash, and then apply the last color. Now that I have my lash on, I'm going to go back in again in Vixen, and I'm just going to do what we call a shadow drop right below, right here. Exactly the same thing I did on this eye. I'm going to do a shadow drop. I don't even need to press the shadow out to even get the color. I mean, look at how this is like seriously packed good. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to use a bit of eyelash primer to pull out my bottom lashes first. As you guys know, they're practically non-existent, both top and bottom. This is the only way I get them to show up, by adding a bit of primer. So I'm going to prime them with this L'Oreal lash primer, and then I'm going to go in with this Maybelline mascara from the Maybelline and Makeup Sheila collab. And I actually went in with this just out of the blue. Yeah, because I actually think purples and pinks and blues look really good together, especially when it comes to like creating an eyeshadow look. This kind of just came to me because I was looking for a mascara just now when I saw this. I was like, oh, perfect. This is going to look so good in my bottom lash area with this, to tie in with this entire look. So let me just add that, and I think like I don't know what's going on here. I feel like my lashes are curling up instead of stretching out. They look like they're doing some sort of curl up match here instead of stretching out. Okay. The color that I use right here is called Rendezvous. I took a bit of Rendezvous because I thought it would really bring out the entire look even more by just adding a bit of rendezvous directly like in the centermost portion right there. So I went a little bit over just a little because I thought I wanted to make it a little bit wider. So I'm going to try to make it I'm going to try to place it in the same area where I applied it over on this eye here. I'm just going to use light tapping motions because that's exactly what I did, and trust me honey, this thing is so pigmented. I actually went up a little bit further, so I'm going to, if you make a mistake on one eye, you have to go over and do it on the same thing. Even if you don't want to call it a mistake, like if you go up too high on one eye, you got to go on the other eye and do the same thing honey, just so we can have that balance, you know, so everything can kind of just like balance out. So I'm actually really loving the way how this eyeshadow look came out. I'm just going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face and give you guys my final thoughts on the ArtistCouture MidnightMaven limited edition eyeshadow palette. So let me just, you know, finish up the rest of my face and I'll be back real quick. So I am back and I just went ahead and finished the rest of my face. Listen, I'm ArtistCouture right now. If you guys see this banging highlight, this right here, this is conceited. This is conceited, okay? This is conceited. I'm all banged out in ArtistCouture right now. I'm dripping in ArtistCouture right now. Nobody can tell me nothing. Alright? Alright. Okay, so let me just give my final thoughts on the newest release from ArtistCouture. It's the MidnightMaven limited edition eyeshadow palette, which comes with 8 absolutely stunning shades inside the palette. By the way, it also comes with a really amazing mirror. I'm actually going to put my hand over it because I really do, it's going to reflect. A terrible reflection is going to come back right now, but it comes with this amazing mirror inside of it, and I think the mirror is just perfect, especially for persons like me who would like to have something holding in my hand whenever I normally have a big mirror in front of me, but I also like to have like a handheld mirror in front of me when I'm doing my brows, shadow, liner, you know, applying my lashes, those type of things. I really love having like a small compact or a hand mirror close enough to me. So I love the fact that ArtistCouture, you know, incorporated a mirror in this. And you know, I am so in love with rendezvous. Having rendezvous on top of lights out and after hours wasn't really in the plan, because you guys know I was leaning towards using just the pink and purple colors in here, but I was like, oh my god, if I just put a bit of rendezvous over this, I wonder how this is going to look for my skin's complexion. Now if you look at if you look at Mac Daddy's videos and you look at mine, you should know that colors are different on every different skin type. So if you look at his videos, of course the colors are going to look quite different on his skin's complexion. People still don't know this, and I don't know why, because everybody should know by now. You know, if you're a little bit darker and somebody else that's a little bit lighter uses the same color that you use to create an eyeshadow look, it's going to look a little bit different on your skin's complexion compared to the other person's complexion that is much lighter. But overall, I absolutely love this shadow palette, and I highly recommend, if you are a lover of ArtistCouture, if you are a lover of Mac Daddy, Angel, whichever one you want to call him. He insists that everybody call him Mac Daddy. If you want to call him Mac Daddy, I'm cool with that, but I would definitely recommend MidnightMaven eyeshadow palette. I did not intend on actually liking this palette as much as I did, but I definitely fell in love with it from the moment I swatched these colors on top of my eyes. Like I literally just used it for the first time in this tutorial. I'm in love. This is going to go into my favorites drawer. I highly recommend it. It has the MUADonellaD stamp on it, stamp of approval. Get it, get your life tick. Listen, pause the video, just go on ArtistCouture Sephora and go ahead and buy this eyeshadow palette. Nothing else needs to be said, okay? Just go ahead and buy the eyeshadow palette, okay? Go ahead. Alright ladies and gents, that is it for this tutorial. Now if you guys want a more in-depth breakdown on each and every one of the colors, then go ahead and watch Angel's video on when he revealed the palette, what each shadow is in terms of breaking down what each shadow is made up of, the finish and everything. He has an entire video that's related specifically to explaining each and every one of these shadows and their finish. You can go ahead and check that out, because all I did was just look. I don't even care what he's saying. I need that palette in my life. It's ArtistCouture. It had ArtistCouture stamp on it. I need that in my life. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up on your way out. And if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and click that subscribe button on your way out. Until my next video, I'll talk to you guys real soon. Bye bye.